In this practical pointer, I'll show you how to use LASTRADA's 4 different workflow management views. In LASTRADA's workflow management, all work is organized by testing programs. The testing program manages samples that are going to be tested, tests that are going to be run, which department is running the tests, which project the tests are on, who signed the tests, and reports the progress of the testing program. To combat information overload, LASTRADA's testing program is set up in 4 different views to give users only the information they need for their work. Let's start with the testing program overview. This view is perfect for managers as it simply shows what's in the lab and what the status is. The color coding shown in the lab clearance column visually demonstrates that the samples have been received, the tests are assigned, and it's been released for testing. The tests column shows how many tests have been requested and how many of those requested tests have been completed. The same information is shown for billing and signatures as well. Outbox shows the date the information was emailed, expected completion is the date the tests are estimated to be done, and the closed column shows the date the testing program was closed. Testing can be accessed by clicking the pencil icon or invoiced using the cash register icon. Next, we'll look at the testing program test overview. This view is similar to the testing program overview, but it shows you the tests rather than programs. Let's say I wanted to know how many aggregate tests I need to do. I would use this view to gather that information, and I can click the column title to quickly sort the tests by name. Again, if I wanted to get into the details of any of the tests, I can click the test and the pencil icon to open the test in a new window. Let's look at the task planning view now. This view is used by lab managers and technicians because we see all of the tests and directly run tests from here. So if I use the sort option again, I can see all of the aggregate tests, for example, that need to be run. I can open the testing program and see all of the details of the test. Or I can hit the pencil icon to be taken directly to the test data entry. I can also sort by sample in this tab, or by both sample and testing package in the last tab here. In the staff column, I can assign a LASTRADA user to work. That user can then use the staff filter in their LASTRADA database to see all work assigned to them. Finally, let's look at the testing program dashboard view. This view can be used to assess a really high-level look at your lab. When we hit retrieve, it tells me how many samples were received today, how many samples are waiting to be assigned to a testing program, how many samples are waiting lab clearance, how many samples haven't yet been assigned to a tester, how many tests are still incomplete, how many tests are past due, and how many have been completed today. If I want to see which samples aren't assigned to a testing program, I can click the 3 dots here, and LASTRADA will pull up the module with the appropriate filters applied with the sample information. This applies to all of these categories. You can narrow down the sample information to show samples per client, site, or department as well. Watch our Display on Start practical pointer video to learn how to set the dashboard to launch every time you open LASTRADA. Thank you for watching. Watch our next recommended video in the Practical Pointer series here, or watch the full playlist. For more resources like this, visit our resources page at lastradapartners.com/resources and subscribe to our YouTube channel.